Hey, good morning, and this is Dr. Bob Flower with the Master Pattern Report for Monday, January 11th. Okay, so let's look at what happened last week. Well, we talked about silver coming off of a high, up and then down. It upped okay, and it's still up there. And not down yet. I think we're about a week late on the downside. We are looking for a brief low in the metals. I'm going to say this week because it's overdue. We call for a down dollar, and in fact we made a very nice short trade on this one. And also interest rates, we had called for an up move, and in fact they have moved up. We're going to talk about that in a minute. This week we see a move on silver on the 15th, oil on the 13th. By the way, we're going short on oil at this point, either today or tomorrow. I don't think we're going to wait till Wednesday. We think the move will be a down move, and the S&P has looks like has two moves this week, the 13th and the 15th, and they definitely look like a continued up market for now. Just for your information, our portfolio is up 30% this year so far. So we're very pleased with that. Now, some viewers had inquired about putting money into bonds. I wouldn't do that since rates are on the incline. That's always poor for bonds. What I would suggest is looking into foreign accounts such as the Aussie or the New Zealand currencies, where you can get 5% and better on a rate. And if the dollar continues to slide or even hold its current levels, you could pick up additional profits. We have, as an example, we have funds in 10 foreign accounts, and we're averaging 5.33% to date, which roughly that's just about 6 months. Which works out to about 10.5% annually. So that's a nice return for just parking your money someplace. Okay, so let's talk about what's happening in the contrived world. Okay, the land of Lincoln. Yes, indeed. A lot of people are asking if the politicos have absolutely gone nuts. And how do they think they're going to get reelected with all this stuff that they're doing? Well, I'm going to give you a long shot here, and this ties into what I had talked about a couple of times with Obama resigning early. And it's a long shot, but it's possible. Things get so bad financially and terror-wise that the president suspends the Constitution. No habeas corpus. Don't believe it? Okay. Well, Lincoln did it. Washington did it. Jackson did it. And so did Franklin Roosevelt do it for a period of time. The difference is that these are such bad times for those type of actions because of the flagrant movement against concerning law and order now being realized. Remember when I started this 3 years ago in March, one of the reasons I said why I thought the country and the economy was headed for such disaster was a major breakdown in law and order. And you're seeing that right now. I mean, forget about the courts. The politicians are just, they're doing things that are beyond the law. They're just making it up as they go along. And it's not only the federal government, it's state governments, and to some degree, even local governments. It's become almost an epidemic that the laws are made for you and me, but not for them. And I think that that's one of the greater dangers about the period that we're going through right now, is that they're holding themselves above the law, and acting. That they're changing things. I mean, look at what the Senate has said relative to health care. That it is no longer a privilege; it is now a right. I mean, hey, you could say that's a change of culture, which it is, but it's changing the law. It's changing the rules. It's the Constitution does not call legally for anything of that sort. Never did. But now they're taking it on to mean that, well, we're the times are different. These are different times. So. Up comes late 2011. Things are looking bad. Going into 2012. Gee, guys, it's important. It's imperative that we make a serious move here, because the way things are going. And what we're going to have to do is we're going to temporarily suspend the Constitution. How long? 4 or 5 years. It's just a speculation at this point in time, but you know what? The pattern certainly is in place. I can guarantee you that. And the behavioral patterns of more than Obama are looking at those type of prospects. So keep your eyes peeled and your ears open. All right. One other piece of information. Look for a large financial institution to go under, or address some very, very serious fiscal issues before the end of February. And I just want to show you, this is our chart for the week. Is the interest rate chart. It looks like the signal has made a turn on this for the short term. So you take a look at this, and you can see that it's now made a downturn. So we may see some drop in the rates temporarily. So keep that in mind. Although oil, as we talked about earlier, has not yet shown a downturn. Our algorithm, our cycles are showing that it's approaching the top here, and in fact, temporarily. And in fact, Wednesday may be the upcoming. Did I say the 13th? Yes, maybe the upcoming date for a turn there. We had thought that about an $85 top would be in place for a while. It came very close to it during the evening, 84 something. So this could well be it, or it may jump up there, make a high at 85, 85.50, and then reverse itself. So we are going to be making a move into oil in the next day or two. We like it. We like it on the downside. Listen, keep in touch with those characters down in Washington and up in Albany or wherever you're from, because without you putting pressure on them, things are going to continue to go this way. They are getting nervous. I can tell you, I've had extensive discussions with high-ranking officials who are saying that everybody is just cowering. They're not changing their ways yet, but they're very much concerned, and they may try and pull something out of the hat here. So keep the pressure on. Let's keep after them. A little email here and there takes only a few minutes. Not even that. Just tell them that you stink. We don't like you. Get out. You're a bum. Whatever it is. Just let them know how unfavorable they're being viewed. This is your mild-mannered reporter, Dr. Bob Flower. Have a good week.